In my bid to give you the best and valuable video content worth your time in 2024, I have decided to go all out to bring to you thought-provoking videos which seeks to promote our rich cultural tourist sites in Ghana and Africa as a whole. Well, in this video, I'm taking you to one of the most sacred and beautiful rock settlements in Bono East region, found in Ghana. And I'm talking about the Tanoboase Sacred Grove, which used to be the early settlement of the people of Tanoboase and most of the Bono people. It is also believed to be the source of the river Tano. Historically, this site is where Ashanti's wars were fought. The grove was their hideout during the slave trade and intertribal wars. We will learn a lot about the history and some wonderful fun facts about this sacred grove.
This is the entry of the main Tanoboase, and as the name implies, this is the Buoyem that we are passing through.
Yeah. Okay, so you go down.
Okay.
And then crawl like a baby before you'll be able to pass through, right? It's believed that we actually came out from the ground, okay, the Bono people. The reality is ourselves and the Ashantis all came down from the north, okay? Nobody comes from Ghana.
Okay.
Present day Ghana, nobody comes from Ghana.
Sure.
We can be traced to Mali, Sudan, thereabouts, okay? But yes, now everybody is claiming ownership of this land. Nobody comes from Ghana.
So technically, Tanoboase, Tobodom is a migrated version of
Tanoboase. Same as what? Techiman. The biggest city, of course.
Okay.
Techifree, the man who established that place, is from Tanoboase over here. Yes, the name is Nana Techifree.
Hey, then it means Tanoboase has a very big
yes.
history of Techiman.
I am telling you, this is the heritage, this is the history. Okay, Techiman comes nowhere closer to Tanoboase. We'll talk of history, we'll talk of traditions.
So, anytime you come here, I don't know how long this thing will be here, but anytime you come here, you realize that Chancellor was also here.
If you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel Chancellor TV and turn on all notifications to get subsequent videos, since that one motivates us a lot to do more. This is us here in Techiman, the capital of the Bono East region, and you can see the place is very active. Well, it is known for its biggest market for foodstuffs like yam, tomatoes, and others. Now, since Tanoboase is on the Techiman-Kintampo-Tamale main road, we had to take the right turn on the only interchange at the Tamale station. The other turn also goes to Wa, Boga, and its environs. From Techiman, then to Tobodom, and then Tanoboase, which is now like a twin city because of how they interact economically. Yes, we have arrived at Tanoboase, and the anticipation grew higher and higher. Tanoboase is a small community on this stretch, and that is a signpost of the Sacred Grove. In fact, this is the summer hut where visitors are received and any necessary payment is done. At the time of visits, the charge per person was 50 Ghana cedis for foreign nationals, which is approximately $4, and 20 cedis for local adults, and below 20 cedis for local students.
Okay, so I told you that from now onwards, Chancellor is taking you to all the exciting sites in Ghana. Today we are in Tanoboase, and as you have already seen and heard from the intro, this is the main entrance to this beautiful Sacred Grove. Now we would have more insight into it and we will get to know a lot of it. But please, before we start the whole journey, I would entreat you to subscribe to the channel. You know that you subscribing tells me that you like what I'm doing and that I should move on. So subscribe and make sure you share. Share to all loved ones. Those who are in the diaspora that you wish to come down, make sure you follow so that you get yourself updated with what is going on. So join me as we move to the Tanoboase Sacred Grove or Tano Sacred Grove. Let's go.
Okay, so as I stated earlier, we are about doing the rock climbing. This is the starting point. We are actually going to go up there and then have the history. Wow. It's such a beautiful scenery. You could see it for yourself, okay? Charlie. So we are leaving nobody behind. We are all going up there to see for ourselves what Tano Sacred Grove has for us. So come with me, let's do this.
Hey, I came with my old girl. Mommy, she says she will go. If my mother can go there, it means I'm also going.
She's gonna come.
Okay, so we are starting the rock climbing and we will talk about all the history and everything concerning Tano Sacred Grove on top. Let's move. Hey, Auntie Felicia. Wow, this is so beautiful. Wow.
So we've got a place here, okay? We go here, we go up there. There's a place I hope it's much more comfortable. Then we'll have the history. It's also a very nice scenery.
So all this is natural?
It's natural. It's not been touched. There's not been farming over here since creation till now. Okay, so this forest still has its virginity. Because we've got rules and regulations abiding this very environment. So you can't just come in here and then start cutting down trees. No, it's a taboo.
So no one farms here?
Nobody farms. We don't even pick firewood. Common firewood. Can you believe that? Common firewood. We don't even pick firewood. We don't cut down trees. Okay, even as in like a lady in her menstrual period is also not allowed. It's also forbidden. So like it's a whole lot. But as we
let me understand though. Okay. Were the people of Tanoboase or were they settling here? Were
yes, they actually lived here before they moved down to the present Tanoboase, right? You'll get to understand the word Tanoboase, okay, as we delve more into the history, right? So originally, this is the Tanoboase we talk about, okay? Present day Tanoboase is just a photocopy, like a duplicate of this place. Yes, but this is the original Tanoboase we've always been talking about, the settlement of the Bono people, the Bono people.
It's not easy. Look at, in fact, we are now starting and I'm almost speechless because the nature of the rocks and how it is caved. If you like
awesome
scouting, if you like hiking, this is the best place for you. Those who want to explore, come around there. So we are, where are we passing?
So we're going down here.
Down, yes. Then we move up.
Yes, we step down and then we go up here. Okay. We are grateful to God. The weather is so good that yes, you can fairly grimp on the rock and then do the climbing. It's not so slippery. This is sandstone. Okay. Yeah, so when you are climbing, you're okay. You're rest assured that you are not going to slip. Perfect. That's right.
Today I'm doing this whole thing with my mother. In fact, this is where she comes from, but she decided to join us today.
But has she ever been here?
No.
She's never been here. A native of our village.
Let's go. Whoa. I think I have to help the cameraman here because it's not easy. Wow. I like the shoe. The shoe that I chose is very, very sticky and wow.
Yeah, so we are going to go up here. We actually climbing up here. Okay, yes, let's get to understand how this place is designed. You know what, you know, it's steep up there, okay?
Okay.
And there's a hole. So we have to find our way up there and then manage our way through the hole, right? It kind of shows a sense of what? Security.
Okay.
Okay, because the olden history has it that this place was also a hideout for our people, which we'll be delving into later. Okay, so I just want you guys to have a scope. So it's up there. We're actually going to climb up and then go through that hole, which means that we are actually entering a very special place. And guess what? The name of the place is the Royal Palace. Royal Palace, which in our local dialect we call it Adishie Ahimfie, right? So it kind of speaks into you. So if you're not royal, you are not allowed to enter or to have a seat in there. That's in terms of security, in terms of war, right? So
that,
we'll go
that is in the olden days.
The olden days,
times.
yes. That was when we had issues with the Ashantis.
Those who will be here will only be the royals.
They are the royals. Okay, if you're part of the royal family, yes, you are allowed to be there.
So all this area was settlement. People.
Yes, everywhere they lived, wherever you find yourself comfortable, you just live. Okay, this is a very big land. So wherever you find yourself, you and yourself and the family, wherever you are comfortable, you just settle. You know, where we started with the history, there's a place called the kitchen. It's not really a modern kind of kitchen, but that is where they were actually doing their cooking, everything, which we'll have pictures of that place later.
Okay.
Yes, and trust me, you know, back in the days, it was just one-way traffic, like the roasting method. If you have the food, you put it on fire, And, you know, by then there were no utensils.
Yeah.
If you want to boil something, if you want to stew something or something of that sort, no structures. So it was just the roasting, say right? So that is it. So if you basically enter in there, it's an empty kitchen. And trust me, that is a pure traditional Ghanaian kitchen. Pure traditional Ghanaian kitchen has no utensils. Because at time, maybe anyhow. So it was just the roasting, baby I soja, any baby at least. And thank God our people were able to carve some holes with the help of their hands. In the same rocks. In the same rocks. That was used as their bowls. Let's say their plates. That was where they were actually eating from. So we'll have pictures of that place later in the day. And then you get to see for yourself how the kitchen was also looked at.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now we enter.
Yes, we're going up here. Yes. We be careful and then we go up.
Charlie, before we continue, let me take my picture now. There should be a picture.
Wow.
So let me.
The fuck is calling
Wow. Hey, Auntie Fisher, another one, Papa. What's the day? Let's go. Okay, so we are getting. So this is the entry. This is the entry of the main Tanoboase, and as the name implies, this is the Buoyem that we are passing through.
Yeah. Okay, so you go down.
Okay.
And then crawl like a baby before you'll be able to pass through, right? But make sure if you got a bag at your back,
okay,
you pull it off.
This is all comfortable.
Let's go down. Yes. Cool.
Oh yeah, why are that from?
That's right.
Cameraman.
It's not so difficult. Sometimes the perception is not so difficult.
Come on, let me help you here. Hey.
Okay, so you can equally capture him. Wait.
Oh boy. That's right. Wow.
So you can go.
So let me take the.
Have a view, like a top view of the place. You can equally come up here. They have a top view.
Wow.
So crazy.
Oy.
Yes.
Charlie.
Not for more.
I'm sure you can hear from the speakers the way we are panting.
Yes, I think the weather is not really encouraging. Like would have seen in Kranza, that municipality, yes, off from here. So Tichima is to this very direction, and then Kintampo to down here.
Okay. Wow.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
So I think that when you are coming here, the best thing that you should know is bring a boot that can grip the rocks. That is the only thing. And in Zutobe Mubaha and slippery.
Yes, it's a bit slippery. It's
so
a bit.
In the rainy season, make
but
sure.
The ideal is you come with the right boots. Okay. Yes, you get your fittings that will be able to grip firmly onto the rock. That one you are good to go. But like me, I can do it barefoot with Chalewati, everything. I don't need boots or something. That's what we've been doing for like over a decade now. Yes. But you need a nice boot like what you have on, and then yes, you are good to go.
And if Lisha, God is so beautiful.
If we had we'll just do that. We'll just do.
Charlie, in fact, it's speechless over here. And as you saw from the drone shots, the close-up shots, these rocks are very magnificent, and it needs everyone to just come here and watch. The place is Tanoboase. Now we'll take some few minutes and run through why is Tanoboase so important in the Bono fraternity. In fact, Bono is one big aspect of the Akan tribe, and you can never talk about Bono without talking about Tanoboase or this place. So, boss, take us through. Then let's know what's going on.
Oh, okay. So, like I told you earlier, this place not just the rocks, the trees, the butterflies, the bats, the antelopes, the grass cutters, the monkeys, the baboons. We have a rich culture.
Do you have all these?
We have all this here. Wow. But just that in the daytime like this, they are rare, okay? Yes, spotting them becomes very difficult because we had 1 or 2 challenges with respect to like hunting and stuff.
Yes. Nana was saying that because of the gunshots.
Yes, so in the daytime like this, I think they don't really have the willing to actually stay in here. But they comes in like 6:30 p.m. thereabout, yes, to come have a rest and then sleep over. Yeah, so like I was saying, so aside this, we also have a rich history, okay? You can't talk of the Bono people and then leave Tanoboase out. That is not possible. Yes, if you trace history, Techiman, Tiobodom, Tanoboase, okay, it all links to Tanoboase over here. Yeah, so we'll take a bit of some of your minutes and then we'll delve into the history.
Sure.
You might have heard of the Amori, the name Amori. Okay. Yes, so whoever says Amori, it's linked to the Bono people. And yes, we explain. It's believed that we actually came out from the ground. Okay. the Bono people. The reality is ourselves and the Ashantis all came down from the north. Okay, nobody comes from Ghana.
Okay,
present day Ghana, nobody comes from Ghana.
Sure.
We can be traced to Mali, Sudan, thereabouts. Okay, but yes, now everybody is claiming ownership of this land. Nobody comes from Ghana. Yeah, so if you trace history, the Ashantis and the Bonos, we are one people.
Okay,
We traveled at the same time, and then when we go here, the Bonos said, no, we want to settle here, and the other part said no, they want to go forward further. So that is when division, started. And then yes, the Ashanti region was created. That is the Ashantis. But we are one people, right?
That time it was empire.
Yes, it was empire. Yes. So and then if you trace history, it was we were part of the Ashanti region. Okay, it was just recently Kwame Nkrumah time that this region was carved out. Okay, it was, I think it was the Eastern Ashanti also. Yeah, so when we go here, we settled here, and then the Ashantis left and then settled in their region. Okay. But if you treat our roots, we settled at a place called Kwayekru. That is where we have the Amori Cave. Okay, which is around Ifre area, Ifre Pinhi area. That's on your way to, let's say, Buoyem Fiema. That is where you can trace that very place. So that is where our great founders first lived before they moved in here. But you know what? We have a family called Jomo family. The family is called Jomo family, right? Present Ekwana family. If you go to Techiman, which is our regional capital, yes, we also have the same people over there. Okay, they happens to be the country of Techiman traditional land. Okay. So this family is called the Jomo family, right? In a local dialect, okay, Jomo Abusia. So it was one old woman and then two of her brothers. Okay, the old woman goes by the name Abriwafua. And then the other two guys, we have Amwasanka and then Kokotipo. Okay. So they had lived there. Kokotipo had his family, Amwasanka had his family, and then Abriwa too had also her family, right? Yes, in that area, Kwayekru, okay, where we have the Amori Cave. So that was where they actually lived. And by then there were no structures like what we have this time around. There were no houses and stuff. And so wherever you find yourself comfortable under trees, and you just dwell, and then yes, life goes on. But it got to a point that the old woman and her brother had even passed on. Okay, settling in there was not really suitable, and security reasons too. Okay, and by then, Abrewafia, the old woman, had given birth to 4 children. Okay, their names are, we have Amwasanka. No, sorry, we have Techifri, Techiofri, Amwafua, and Afiankama. Afiankama, Techio, Amwafua, and Techifri. But you know what? Back in the days, it was just hunting. So Techifri became a hunter automatically. So he was feeding the family, the whole family. So if you trace history, it was through hunting that he entered this very grove.
Okay, he was moving
from one point, going. And they didn't have like the proper system like what we have, the proper farming. It was just the hunting. Meat was the only source, the major source of food that they had by then. So when Techi spotted this very grove, he said, "Wow, this is crazy."
So Techi first discovered this very grove. He said, "No, let me just take a glance look at this." So he hiked up and then saw that, oh, this place is crazy. He did not waste time, went back to the family, back at Kwayekru, that, hey, I discovered a very nice place. And guess what? The place is full of rocks. So beautiful. And you know what? By then, they had not even seen rocks before. So when this information came, they said, wow, can we please go today? You know, they had to pack 1 or 2 things. So yeah, that day it wasn't possible. So the very next day, they left and then they came here. So when the population came here, in fact, they were very happy. They said that, wow, at least our problem is ever solved. We now have a place better than what we used to have. Looking at these structures we have in here, it's crazy. So that very day, in fact, it was chaotic, like it was noise all over. Jumping from one rock to the other, like it was crazy in here. So they finally settled in here. And yes, when it's time for hunting, they'll just get into the forest, they hunt, kill whatever that they want to kill, get some firewood, and then yes. So life really actually continued off from here. But one day, one of the ladies, Afia Ankama, if you could remember her name, said that no, she's fed up
with the raw meat. She's fed up with this natural meat. The fat is too much. She want to do a bit of like seafood.
Yeah.
Or let's say river food, right? So she said no. She want to go do some fishing and then get for herself some fishes. So she left a message behind. Then she left. There's a source of river nearby. So when she got there, with this our traditional fishing, it's not like what we have up there. They have the net, you throw, and then you're able to catch something. No, it's like a river. You have the river, you make a boundary, you seal at one end, and then you seal also at another end. Okay, and then you start scooping out the water in between. So whatever is left in there, so if it's shrimps, crabs, fishes, whatever you have, you just pick them. And this lady was fortunate to have had a lot of fish. Okay, this is what we call the catfish. The catfish. We'll tell a story about that. So when she was very happy, as like having enough, the moment she started picking the fish, typically the catfish, okay, this lady went blind. She didn't know what was happening, but all she could see was the fish, the catfish, nothing else. So she had an idea that no, what's happening? That means if this is what I can see, I want to touch the fish and see what happens. The moment she touched the fish, she regains her sight, and she was like, "Wow, this is crazy." So this means that without the fish, I can't get back to my village. Sure. I can't get back to the Sacred Grove. So she did not waste time, held 2 of the fish and then came back to the grove and then narrated what had happened. And with the accounts, we believe in these kind of things. They were like, hey, this is taboo, and these kind of things. Please, can you please get back? So, if I get back and then leave this catfish, I'll go blind. And one strange thing happened. All of a sudden, Afia Ankama, the lady who went for the fishing, was possessed by a spirit. So this time, her language, everything of her changed. The entire population were wondering what has come over her, because it's actually the very first time they ever seen her in that very distant. So what's happening? I didn't see. I didn't fear. These kind of things. But thank God that she came back to the normal self, and she had to explain what is happening. So she said that this land, these rocks, this forest, the animals we see here belong to somebody. And before they could leave, before they can start proper life over here, they will have to visit that person. They will have to visit that creature. Then consult. Then they can live here. So that is how come this journey started off from the riverside, and then so they can get to understand what is happening. They can get to know who is responsible, who holds this place. So the entire population followed her. This time around, she's been operated spiritually. Okay, so she went to a place. They entered the place called the Rock Shrine. And say when we talk of shrine, yes, there's a god in the shrine. So when they got there, they saw the god on top of a small rock with a lot of baboons and monkeys. In fact, when these very monkeys saw Afia and the entire population, they did not run. They were still standing. So that was when they all got to understand and believe that, hey, Bibi wa say. Because under normal circumstances, I saw starting on then, yes, but it never happened. So then again, she was possessed by the spirit again and talked a lot. So on that very note, she had to explain again, because we say bosom forward. If you're possessed by bosom, and someone can be brainer, it's not in a local dialect, which the entire population can't understand. So she came back to the normal being and then started to explain. So she said that the name of the god we have in here present, the name is Tanoboase. But hey, there are some rules and regulations in here. This means that from today onwards, we can't kill animals in here. They are sacred. Trees in here, we can't cut down trees. They are sacred. Even firewood, we can't even pick firewood from place. This whole area, you are not allowed to pick firewood. Farming is not allowed over here. And one thing, if you are a female and you set into your menstrual period, this monthly period, you have to move out from this place. Get a place, stay When this 6, 5, 7 day journey is over, then you moved back to the place. So in all, they understood that, oh, we can't just leave a place because of these rules and regulations. We want to stay here.
So now Techi being a hunter, what's up for him?
Yes, so now Afia has different side of eyes altogether. You know, what she can see, nobody can see. It's more like she's becoming a leader of the whole place,
sure.
Right? Because on a bosomono episode can be or the father so. Yes, those the penny, the penny, Bema so they the Bema, right? So they lived in here, and then formally they were welcomed, and yes, everything. But you know, Techiman, right? Tiobodom, Tanoboase, these are twin cities, or let's say twin towns. This same family that established Tanoboase here, established Techiman, Tiobodom, and then we have a village called Buoyem area. Okay, we got to a time that because of 1 or 2 issues, Techi and part of the family wanted to move, but Tano, being the god, said no. Maybe any nipa no, or be to, because he wants his people closer to him. Yes, but if you want to go wayward, he will still not allow you. So they settled in Tiobodom. And you know, Tiobodom is like Tuo is gun, okay, and Bodom is dog. Okay. So we trace history there. One of the old men who settled in there, basically from Tanoboase, okay, had a dog and a gun. Yeah, so the dog died, and he said no, from today onwards. And if you trace it, he was also a hunter. So when the dog died, he said no, I cease to be a hunter today. Because once my dog is off, I can't do hunting with just my gun, no. So that day, if you trace history, he buried the dog and the gun at the same time. And they named the place Tuo Bodom.
They were all from
Tanoboase here.
And Techi to...
Techi, the hunter who discovered here, you know, settled in Techiman. The name is Techi-free, Nana Techi-free. That is the name. Nana Techi-free, basically from Techiman here. So he also settled in and then left the other population over here.
So technically, Tanoboase, Tiobodom is a migrated version of
Tanoboase. Same as what? Techiman. The biggest city, of course.
Oh, okay.
Techi-free, the man who established that place is from Tanoboase over here. Yes, the name is Nana Techi-free.
Hey, then it means Tanoboase has a very big
yes.
history of Techiman.
I am telling you, I am. This is the heritage. This is the history. Okay, Techiman comes nowhere closer to Tanoboase. When we talk of history, when we talk of traditions.
So wherever River Tano goes, starts from here, or is that
the River Tano starts from here? We have the source. We have the spring here.
Yeah.
The entire Tano, it has 2 bodies: the God Tano and the River Tano. We have the 2 entities coming from here. Trust me.
So wherever River Tano moves,
it's from here. It's from here. And if you might have heard of the God Tano, we have the God Tano here. So if you go anywhere and you hear any ta, if there's a God and it starts with ta, that means it's a son, or it's affiliated to the shrine of Tano. Simple.
Ayo.
Yes. Of course. So it's not just here. If you get to Ashanti region and even some part of eastern and western, yes, there are gods in there that still pays homage to Tano. Papani Tano. All right. And it just doesn't end there. You know, Ashanti and Bono too, there were issues, okay? Like I stated earlier. Ashantis and Bono, we are one people. Back in the days, if there's a Kwesi there, okay, in the Ashanti land, and let me tell you this thing. You know, back in the days, we're having the monarchy just like what the Ashantis are having. We used to have a Bono king. Just like the Ashantis are celebrating now. Yes, but let's delve into that. So yes, so if you might have heard of the Bono Kingdom, Bono Manso, okay, that was the capital of the Bono King, okay. Yes, but by then Techiman was also coming up, right? It became big because Techi did not Penipa, Tembiano, the Nipa, the Eber,
there are some small animals here that, in fact, we are supposed to ignore them. They would do their thing,
but it's not possible.
We are not able to ignore them. So if you see us chasing after the wind, is because of these small
yeah, so the Ashantis too, yes, we had no issues with them. When there's a festival in the Ashanti region, then Bono Mahine will prepare gold You know, back in the days, the bonus, gold was nothing to, like, it was nothing for us. Wherever you go, each house in our village here, there's gold. So there's an old, this in proverb that goes like, Kwachi adiefe, or this can here then, and here. Kwachi, not DFB or this kind of thing. Anything beautiful from Kwachi, it's made of what? Gold. So any Kwachi idea then efe. It's Kwachi, not Kwacha mio. Bono mahine or no.
Okay.
Yes, then it be bia izika. And let me tell you this story. You know, even this man had a yam farm. And you know, when you plant yam and start growing, you need a stake beside the mounds, okay, so that the yam can grow like all around to the top. If you trace history, all those sticks that he was were all gold. Palma or DCC Barinina were all pure gold.
Hey.
Yes. So the Kwachi Adiefero or this kind here then, and yeah.
Kwachi was
a king for the Bono.
Okay.
Yes, was a Bono king. No Wisika Bruta. Yeah. So Tanoboase here, its reality is one of the old villages in Bono. Okay, you can't talk of the Bono history without not saying anything about Tanoboase. That is impossible. Okay, so Tanoboase being one of the old villages, the name is Tanoboase. Tano is the name of our god. Tano Takra. Okay, and Bo is what we are seated on, and Ase is under.
So can the entrance here be used as the source of the name Tanoboase?
Tanoboase, just like here, you know, they felt comfortability in here. They lived in here. So if you're in here, you are under the rocks of Tanoboase, right? So this same place to really help our people during the time of the Ashanti and the Bono wars. You know, so Ashanti is almost bad. We're not strong by then. Okay, so we just come and then hide in here for security reasons. Yeah, so the history of Bono, I think time wouldn't really permit us. You can't talk of the history of Bono without not talking about Tano. We're not talking about Tanoboase. That is not possible. Tanoboase gave birth to Techiman, Tobodom, and all of that. Yes, time wouldn't permit it. We would have delved into the Osono Obunuman Kumo Dapajan issue, as in why they migrated from here down to the central region. You know, the central region, the Infantis, they are also bonus. Yes, they are bonus. Okay, they left Techiman and then settled up there. They are bonus. As I still speak with you, when there's a festival in Techiman, they still come. Most of the Fantis, most of the Fantis still come.
Most of the Fantis,
they still come. Even we and the Ashantis were giving the Ashantis gold, as in terms of festival, like I was telling you. Okay, but it was because of Nkranza Manhine, he separated Ashanti and that of the bonus. And then there were wars. Okay, they fought in German and in Grand Kosopre when he was beheaded, and then yes, captured. You know, Ashantis captured this our land. They captured our land and then gave it to the Nkranza Manhine. Nkranza Manhine and Namakum, they are twins, right? Yes, Abrewasa that time wouldn't permit. I would have talked a lot more about that.
I have to come.
Yes, we just have to. Yes, they will sit proper and they will delve proper into the design. Yeah, so the Ashantis and bonus were one. So when
let me ask, if Tanoboase is to install right now,
okay,
does the Ashanti Empire determine, or after choosing, do you pay homage? Does the Tanoboase chief pay homage?
Yes, this is a very good question. It's a very good question, and it's fortunate you have come today.
Okay.
Just yesterday,
yes.
I think Wednesday, right? Just yesterday, the chief of Tanoboase has been the stool has been related to a paramountcy. Yes, so the chief of Tanoboase is now a paramount chief of Mahine of Tanoboase. It happened, the confirmation came and the swearing in came just yesterday. And we are bonus. We have the council, we have an old council called the Tanosubin Council, okay, which if you trace history, Santa Hineso in the Ewum. So if you look at, there are some towns in here, Tanoso, Buoyem, Tobodom, Tanoboase, like this, were all elevated by the Ashanti king. Okay. So yes, so this Omahine were given to them by the Ashanti king. So that means that they pays homage to the Ashanti Hine. But for us in here, yes, for now, we don't pay homage to the Ashanti king. Now we are Bono, we are bonus, okay, we are Bono East. So now the homage is to our own selves, to the regional house of chiefs. That is it. Our gazette and everything, I think Paperworks has been given to us as the paramountcy of Tanoboase. That one, no two ways about that. So now, as I speak with you, we don't pay homage to Otumfuo Osei
the rest.
We don't go. We are not part of those.
Oh,
okay. In fact, we have not been there. There's been some allegations, some alleged that somebody was representing our village, but these are all false. The paramountcy of Tanoboase, we know the Omahine, which is Bafo Amisajomo. Okay, he is the paramount chief of Tanoboase traditional area, the president, and there's nobody else. In fact, as I speak with you, the stool has been elevated just yesterday. No, it was back and forth. You know, there's been an issue, court issue for close to like 40 years, and it was brought to an end just yesterday.
Wow.
Yes. So like history, I think time wouldn't really permit us, and we would have delved a lot into history, okay? See, the Ashanti really respect our God, Tano. Time would have delved into that. You know what? If the Omahin of Tanoboase decides not to bring down his cloth
when he meets
Otumfuo, it's no problem.
Are you sure what you
I am telling you, there's a history behind that. So one kohan in Toma. That's what you're for. There's no reason. There's a history behind that, right? The God Tano we serve or we have here is the greatest of all the Akan gods we have in Ghana. And this Tano, Otumfuo himself worships Tano.
Okay.
So Tanoboase is not just a small town. The reality is, it's a great town. Yes, we are actually on the verge. We are actually planning, like this village, we will take it to where it should be. It's not just here, we're taking it far. Now, history should be told.
Sure.
We are tired. This is the history of Techiman, this is the history of Tanoboase. Aside this history, nobody has any other history. This is the original history of Tanoboase that is linked to that of the Techiman and even that of the Trobodoms. Yeah, we've not really talked about everything, but this is just an iceberg
yes. There's a lot into it, and I know we would find time and but this is my hometown, so I'll be coming off it. At least we will find time and sit down, and today we wanted to talk more about the history and this fascinating nature of rock. In fact, the rock settlement, the designs, the layers of the rocks is just superb. So all these places were settled by the people of
the Bonos. Yes, typically the Jomoa Busia. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So where do we pass again to see more exciting rocks?
Yeah. So we're actually going to go down here and then we'll go up there.
Okay.
Then yes, as we go, we just.
Okay. So Charlie,
we are at the point of exiting.
Yes. We are going. So let's move on. So we are still on it. This is a nice experience, yo. Yes. I said, look at our size here. And look at this rock. Just this small here. Look at where we are. So take that perspective and check about all these nature rock here. Just I'm just imagining say a higher community.
Oh yes.
In the assistance now, dear. Godfred. Now you can see us walking very tiny there and look at the nature of the rocks. As it stands there,
Now we so me pay now we set what dance is afebo.
What's out?
Hey! Masa, we had it.
Wow. Wow. Hansala we amana feel. It's really nice. The light too is very straight.
Okay.
Abone esoso.
Neighbor. Okay. So we are still in this Tanoboase what?
Sacred Grove.
Sacred Grove. Tanoboase Sacred Grove. And there are a lot of things here that mouth alone cannot explain. You should come here. You should come here. Now look at this beautiful act of rocks here. And Oheneba is telling us there's a history here.
Of course.
So kindly let us know what history is it to this? Because I can see that it has been caved in a certain
Sure. Yeah, so continuity of life, you know, starts from marriage, right? And this very rock determines a man's readiness for marriage or not. Yes, and trust me, you know, by then marriage wasn't like what we have this time around.
Okay.
Like you meet a lady for the very first time, you propose, you guys date, and then yes, on one day you go see the parents and it's done.
You can come.
Okay. Yes, by then you probably will have to prove how strong you are before you get the nod. If it's otherwise, that means you don't get married.
You are not fit.
That is all. And you know what? We have a festival called Apo Festival. I know you might have heard of the word Apo Festival.
Yeah.
Like that's in P. So poor there, right? That's in getting rid of bad things, like bad happenings, bad situations, everything. Okay, and embracing the good things of life. Okay, yes, which is very big in Techiman and even that of Tanoboase in here. The Apo Festival was just celebrated just this Monday. Yes, we are done with our so Techiman and Tobadom can also continue. And you know what? This Apo Festival belongs to nobody but Tano.
Okay.
It's Tano's festival. Apo Festival, I repeat, it's Tano's festival. Yes. So Techiman people have the opportunity. Why? Because there's a god by name Tamensa, which is the son of what Tano. Meaning, he has the opportunity to also celebrate that same what festival. And trust me, during the time of our fathers in here, it's the only time that men and women get the opportunity to marry. That is when it's time for the Apo Festival. And you know it's a week celebration, right? Yeah, so they have one of the days for the marriage competition, which is a very big major event as part of the celebration.
So what do they do here?
Yeah, so you have to climb up and then, my brother, you come down.
Huh?
Oh yes, you're going to go up here and then same way down.
From here to
up there, and then you come down.
Okay, so what Nana Ba is saying, it means that if I am ready to marry in those times in Tanoboase here,
you register.
I would have to come when it's a poor festival. I'll come and register. If I'm able to
climb up and down.
And down.
Yes. It's up and down. And you know what? It's a competition. So it's just like so you as you the only person. So it depends on the number that registered.
You can climb, but you are not fast.
Yes, so that is it. So let's say 20 men are ready for marriage. Then that means we have 20 women. 30 men, 30 women. So they'll be divided into groups. And you know what? This is the first trail, second, third, fourth, fifth. So that means 5 should be in a group.
And so even with this one,
No,
five.
yes, this one. You know, this is the first
not
one.
This one. It's this
It's
one.
this one, the rocky part, right? So this one's and this one. And then this one is the third one, the fourth one, and then the fifth one. Okay, so it's in a competition. So group number 1 will start, which is the 5 guys. Okay, they'll have to start climbing up.
And go and come.
You go up and then come. So if you are fortunate and you are the first person, if you are fortunate and you are the first person, you are the second person, and you are the third person, you qualify for marriage.
Oh, you know, but then I'm not qualified. I will not.
Yes.
Hey, challenge
So
this one.
you get disqualified when you are the fourth and the fifth. That means that you are not strong. So it means that very year you are not prepared for marriage.
Oh, then if it were to be now, plenty people will know.
Yes, because yes, we are lazy, of course, this time around. So it was justify your inclusion. Okay, you prove that you are indeed strong.
No, even
you
to
are
come
fast.
down like
Yes,
this.
you see it like this. You probably might think it's easy,
No, it's not
but
easy.
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
The easy part is you going up, but coming down is very dangerous.
Going up is not easy.
Yes, but you know, by then they were well adapted to the system that yes, climbing wasn't a problem. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So, but it's up to you to be in the fastest range. So that was the marriage life of our people. It wasn't just by then if you're not strong, you don't get married.
Wow.
Because they were preventing irresponsible fathers.
So I'm asking you, ask yourself, write it in the comments below. If it were to be you, check out the drone view there. And Wow, I said.
Yeah, so that was the marriage life of our people. And solely when it's time for the Apo festival. And trust me, take this. Marriage was just for a day. When that day is off, no marriage again unless the following year. So marriage was a yearly.
On.
Yes.
You have to train.
Yes. When the festival is about coming, you have to come train. Because if you miss that period, you wait till the next year. No matter how beautiful, how handsome, no matter the status of you in this community, you will not be allowed to marry. It was a mass marriage, and it happens once every year.
Wow.
And that is the time of the Apo festival.
So my friends, it's over to you.
If you want to do it,
getting them cheap and free.
Yes.
So you don't even.
This time around, there's a bit of changes because one, you know, in the old days there was no education, nothing like that. But now we have education, apprentice business. So now we don't have these structures like coming into play.
Okay, so we are still moving on. Wow. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. What? I need a rock to register my name here. I can see a lot of people have registered
this is the Rock Hall of Fame. Yeah, a lot of people. Lamarck.
Wow.
A lot of names. Benjo, Killer, a whole lot of names. A whole Vida. I could see a whole Anna. Adoma, a whole Kili, a whole Ogun, a whole lot of names.
So, anytime you come here, I don't know how long this thing will be here, but anytime you come here, you realize that Jack Lenz was also here.
No, but it takes quite a long time before it disappears, so it will be there for a while.
Jack. I think I'm cleaning somebody's oil.
There's no problem. At the end of the day, yours will definitely be wiped out.
Aye. Somebody who will also come in. So Jack Lenz was here. Anytime you come here, come and write on top of mine. Wow, Jack Lenz was here. Wow. I think I've said more than 20 wows in this video.
Of course. You can't stop being amazed.
Look at the nature. In fact, if you are to be here for some prayers, now
most definitely, God will surely attend to you. He will visit you.
Good. Well, as I said, I came here with my mommy and so far she's doing great. We are penny and man is a wound to me. On our front is simple. Right now she's going to climb here and okay. Interior
we're going down.
Action. Okay, so you can see me sweating We have gone through all the various rocks, the design, the style, and everything here is natural. None of them is touched. We would thank Oheneba, or say we will give you a very great thanks, and basically, before we go, what is the main occupation of the people of Tanoboase?
Yes, the people of Tanoboase, the greatest, the oldest. It's just our old, what our grandfather gave us, farming, right? Yes. So if you get to Tanoboase, about 99% of the population are farmers, and basically cashew, mangoes, and then the food stuff, right? Cocoa, like the yam, a bit of cocoa. You know, basically our place here is not that, does not really support the cocoa, but cashew and mangoes, trust me. And then yes, yams, cassava, cocoa yams, and stuff. Tomatoes, yes, garden eggs, okras. Yeah, so basically our people they are farmers. Yes, majority of our people are farmers.
Okay, so people are watching from the diaspora.
Okay.
People are watching from virtually everywhere on this continent. What are you telling them? What, in fact, I have seen it. I think I will organize a road
sure,
trip.
You should.
So if I announce it that we are coming to Tanoboase, just hop in, register, then we all find a very big bus and come and explore this thing. I'll be starting this tour very soon. But then, what do you have for people who like these things and would want to come? What is the assurance? How would you convince them to come?
Yes, thank you for this very opportunity. I think the excerpts, the videos and shots from this very site says it all. So yes, I entreat the people of the diaspora, okay, to basically tap in, you know, virtually from what they have seen, okay. They should tap in to the culture, to the history, to the beautiful landscapes, to the rocky nature, like the forest, everything. Come and explore. They should come and explore nature, okay? The rich culture of our people, the people of Bono, the migration and everything. Yeah, so we are inviting them. They should come over. They should pull up. We have surprises. You know, we didn't do everything. Yes, but at least what they have seen, we have greater things for them.
He's saying that this is one aspect of this place.
Yes, the history, we didn't do everything. And so I invite everybody, I urge everybody to come around, like come
and take pictures.
Have a feel of nature, like history. The people of Ghana, we have the history of Ghana is so rich that you can't afford to miss it. Okay. So I invite everybody to tap into the Bono people history and that of Tanoboase.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me to. I really appreciate you guys for coming up. Yes. So you guys should please subscribe and then share. Let's hit 10K right about now. Myself, I have done the subscription. Yes. So thank you for coming. Thank you for pulling up. God bless you.
You're welcome. So Charlie, we will catch up.